Thanks for joining me again on a Supplement Sunderday, where we are going to cover a supplement every week on either a Saturday or Sunday. And we're going to try and learn things that I was never taught in pharmacy school. This has been so much fun. Thanks for hanging with me today. I'm hoping that you join me for the ride, especially today because this one was really fascinating. I guess I might say that every week, but it's true. So let's talk today. What are we talking about? Spirulina. Have you heard of spirulina? I had heard of the term, not familiar with it, but this thing is a powerhouse. So what is it? Where do we find this thing? Well, spirulina is a cyanobacteria, which basically means it's a single cell microbe. And it's often and commonly referred to as blue-green algae, okay? Blue-green algae. So we find it in both freshwater and we find it in saltwater. And it is actually farmed as a crop now because of the superpowers found within this blue-green algae. It's kind of crazy. So when somebody told you once upon a time to jump in the lake, maybe that wasn't actually such a bad idea. Who knew, right? Okay, let's get on to the next. How does this thing work? How does it work? Well, it contains, of course, many nutrients. So all the essential amino acids and essential fatty acids. It contains chlorophyll. It contains carotenoids. Now, chlorophyll is, of course, giving it that green color, okay? It contains the B complex vitamins. It contains selenium, potassium, calcium, folate, beta carotene, vitamin E, manganese, gamma linoleic acid, zinc, copper, iron. Those are the common nutrients it contains. Am I right? It's a lot. Okay, what else does it contain? It contains some powerful plant-based protein that we call phycocyanin. This powerful plant-based protein is what gives it the blue color in the blue-green algae. Okay, now this phycocyanin is an antioxidant and it's got anti-inflammatory properties and it's got antiviral properties. It is increasing our immunity. Big ones, right? How many times do we bring that up? Almost every week we talk about how important that is, right? All right, now let's get into my fun fact. This is a little nuts. So back in the 70s, NASA got a hold of spirulina and started to do some research on it, do some studies on it, and see what this thing is all about. Now they came up to the conclusion that spirulina is one of the most powerful and concentrated foods available to mankind found on this planet. That's a pretty big claim, is it not? That's a pretty big claim. They also find it is valuable in removing toxins. So not only is it supplying our dietary needs in a huge way, but it's also detoxifying the body. And when you're an astronaut up in space, that's pretty important, right? In this closed environment and needing nutrition as your muscles atrophy and whatnot, because you are not like living a normal life when you're up in the space shuttle. I might know a little bit about that since my cousin actually is an astronaut for real, and his stories are amazing. I'll have to hook you up one time. Maybe it'd be fun to get him on here and see what he has to say about it. That's a great idea, Kelly. Okay, back to it. So gram for gram, spirulina has been found to be the single most nutrient food on the planet, okay? Gram per gram, 1,000 kilograms of fruits and vegetables and the nutrients found within is equivalent to 1 gram of spirulina. 1,000 to 1. That is substantial. That is pretty crazy. All right, what does it do? Let's talk about what it does practically in our body, right? So in studies, it's been found to increase the production of antibodies and cytokines. So those are proteins that are made by our immune system that fight infections, among other things, okay? It's also been found to increase the cells of our immune system. So those three things are a pretty big deal. The main active compound in the spirulina has found to have great antioxidant benefits as well as anti-inflammatory benefits, like I kind of talked about and touched on already. It also can decrease your LDL cholesterol, it can decrease your triglyceride levels, and increase your HDL profile. So those are the 3 things that we want for a good cholesterol panel. It has anti-cancer properties. In fact, in India, it's been studied specifically on forms of oral cancer and been found to be effective at keeping symptoms at bay and keeping that disease at bay. It has been found to be a detoxifier of our body. That's a pretty big one. It's been found to suppress appetite from another ingredient found within the spirulina. It has been found to decrease our blood pressure, and it's thought to be from this increase in nitric oxide, which we've talked about before. So what that does is it keeps your vessels dilated, which keeps the blood flowing and keeping that pressure down, okay? It's also been found to have potential benefits in allergic rhinitis, in muscle strength and endurance, in anemia. In fact, it's been very promising in a limited study they're doing right now in anemia. It has been found to aid in blood sugar levels, especially in type 2 diabetics. Now, there's another couple compounds in there. One is called calcium spirulina, and this is a polysaccharide. So this polysaccharide compound is identified as what gives it the antiviral properties. The other compound in there is called cyanovinin N, and this also has antiviral properties. So that is pretty exciting, am I right? We have this super dense nutrient food source that has more benefits than even the nutrients in there. Now, things that we want to avoid or things to be cautious of. So again, because there's really not anything in here that's going to fight against other medications, I don't see any problems with that if you are on any type of prescription medications or non-prescription medications. Now, it has been shown that it can increase your calcium levels, especially if you're using this long term, okay, as a single source supplement. Now it's time to talk Plexus. Let's talk Plexus. So the couple products that this is in is our greens. Ooh, way over here. Our greens and the body cream again. The body cream, you guys. So when we talk about detoxifying, that's what this body cream does. And then in the greens, we already know what a powerhouse this product is. I just cannot talk highly enough about the greens and getting that in every day. But this body cream too, when we're talking about skin issues that we struggle with, that is the powerhouse. That is one of the powerhouse ingredients in this product as well. So spirulina, who knew, right? Who knew? So maybe you ought to go jump in the lake and see if you can find any. It's everywhere, I guess. So that's what I have learned this week about our supplement spirulina. I hope you've enjoyed this, you guys. Thanks for hanging with me and learning right alongside me. Cheers to your health and happiness.